Right, so this is going to be one of those sort of updates where it looks like not a lot's happened since the last time I did a video, but I've actually done quite a bit. The thing that's been taking up the most amount of time is actually getting all the little cables worked out and put into place. You can see the ones there for the shoulders. I've got the ones that go right up into the back of the head and into the neck pistons. So all of those little pistons now have a corresponding cable that line up to it. The only one I haven't been able to mount at this stage is the one in the side of the motor there, because as I said in a previous video, I've forgotten that hole. That's the one that's going to go in there. To give you an idea, you can see it on the other side here, where it's mounted in there. I still need to put a little nut on that side sort of thing to fix it into place, but apart from that, you can see how it goes. Again, in a previous video, I didn't want the cables just going nowhere, so I created a distribution hub for them, and I've taken off the battery and torso cover so that you can actually see where that goes in there. Basically, all the cables actually have a corresponding position to where they go to, and they're looped around accordingly, that the one on the left goes to the left, the one on the right goes to the right, and so on. The biggest mistake I made when I was working with this guy is I've taken, you can see the eyes and the side plates are out there. I did that because I had to take the head off to actually get to where the cabling adjustments had to be. I took off the lower parts of the spine as well. At the time, what I neglected to sort of allow for is that it was, when I put the head back on, those lower parts were acting as a counterbalance. So the whole thing toppled forward. Luckily I was actually able enough to catch it. Damn near broke my arm when I did so, because it weighs a ton. But as of now sort of thing, I've got some black cord back there that's actually got him sort of tied into place, so that that's no longer a problem. So that was my near miss of the week, but thankfully I wrestled him a couple inches off the ground and there wasn't any damage to it. I've just done a temporary mounting, quite literally with a piece of double-sided tape, just to see what it looks like as far as the little gearbox piece there. That's made from pewter, the same as the sides of the head. As you can see, the colour difference means it still needs a little bit more of a polish. The other thing that it needs is it needs to be shaped a little bit. There's a bit of a curve to it that actually needs to be done so that when it's mounted to the chest plate, it actually fits properly. Other than that, I'm going to be finishing off the cutting detail on the spine pieces, getting them polished up and ready for reassembly. That's you can see there, that's the mounting point for where the spine goes back on. And I've just added that piece of black hose that will actually allow the movement to work a little bit better. I've also mounted some rubber pieces into the vertebrae of the neck, which again are helping the actual head sit in a better position. They still need to be tightened up a little bit more, and I'll continue that same sort of idea for the lower parts of the spine as well. Once I've got that done, I'm going to be going over to work out the other aspects of the second leg, and just like I did with the other arm, I'll work out the positioning elements and everything else for that, so that I can make sure that everything lines up properly. And again, I'll work on the cabling and hose linkage for the actual back of both legs. And then that's getting a lot more closer. That will probably mark the first time I'll actually have the full endoskeleton all put together once I get that final leg done. So anyway guys, that's pretty much the update for this time. I'll post more when I start working on the leg. Hope you've liked this update. Talk to you next time.